Hello guys, my name is Mendez, and today I'm going to tell you guys about animal testing, why it's wrong, and why it's inhumane, why it's outdated, and the results just aren't great. See, well, there's a dog right here. Cameron might not be able to pick it up, but anyway, this dog, Bentley, is an animal. See, his kind, they go through pretty god-awful things. But right now, we'll just talk about some viable alternatives. You see, we have computers, they're able to simulate and run tests just as well as actual animal testing. You can get results pretty effectively, pretty accurately as well. Computers just all are awesome, by the way. Another great viable alternative would be the growth of stem cell research. Stem cell research is gaining popularity as a nice replacement to animal testing. You see, because stem cells, you can grow them in vials, you can just grow them in petri dishes, test tubes, anything. The best thing about stem cell research is because an animal, a sentient animal, doesn't have to go through anything. While a small group of stem cells, they just go through some quick trials. It's painless for them. Animals, dogs, chimpanzees, gorillas, they go through the whole thing, which is pretty gosh darn awful. So far that's it. The actual experiments that these animals go through are pretty horrendous. Let's take for example, dogs, birds, ferrets, small animals, mainly rodents. They're operated without anesthesia. They're pretty much held down, pinned down. It's pretty awful. Would you like if you were operated without anesthesia?
No.
Would you like it, Sergio, if you were operated without anesthesia?
No, but I understand why, since there's so many, I don't think they can afford to pay for all the anesthesia.
Sure. Miss Owens, would you like if you were conscious and awake? Would you like it if you were operated? Well, you see, just the thought of being operated on while awake is pretty horrifying. Animals are also exposed to extreme heat, extreme cold, just for research. Also, extreme heat and extreme cold, this also happens on a dime. It's pretty quick. Another infamous thing that happened in the name of animal research, in the name of medical science, was baboons. You see, baboons are really similar to humans, so they were the ideal candidate for safety research in cars. We wanted to simulate whiplash to see what would happen on humans, so the best thing that we could do is we got baboons. But what we did was pretty horrendous. This is what happened. We strapped hydraulic equipment to each of these baboons, to all of their heads, and the actual testing is that we would smash the hydraulic equipment against their heads over and over just to get the feeling of whiplash. The results came in, but at a very high cost. You see, all these baboons, all 150 of them, that came out with brain damage. This was irreversible, it was just plain, and they felt every single bit. Would you like if your head was smashed against hydraulics?
That'd be terrible.
Would you like it? It sounds. Sergio? Yeah.
No, I said no.
Yeah, I know.
No, okay.
Such a grim tone, it's pretty god awful, I know. Another thing that animals would go through would be painkillers. You see, painkillers, they're all great if you're in pain, but what we actually do to these animals is awful. We would purposely harm animals, we would maim them, mutilate them, then we would pretty much give them painkillers to stop the pain. The thing is, we don't know what these painkillers would do. We would give them a pretty high amount. Most of the time, these animals would end up ODing and dead. My final point in why animal research is pretty god-awful is in the name of the actual results themselves. You see, a dog is not a candidate for a human. Darius, would you like it if a dog went through and the results of the dog, you think they'd be able to be applied to us humans?
No, since dog and humans are vastly different, the results would end up being inconclusive.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on actually. Animals, they're not substitutes for humans. Another reason would be like after like all the testing is done, all the research, this can easily be tampered with, and it's just not reliable. Most of the drugs tested on animals don't even make it to pharmacies. We don't even get them. It's just pointless. And that's pretty much it on animal testing. Just remember, small creatures like this dog, just remember what they go through. They're conscious through everything. They feel every little thing. They're just as sentient as us. Baboons, we share pretty much 99% or 98%, around that range. They share our genome. They're pretty similar to us. It's just pretty dang awful. That's it.